Hi, I'm Mark Rothman, Progress Coach. Thanks for checking out this video where I'm going to ask you, are you more religious than you think? Now, as a Progress Coach, I help you move forward and bust through obstacles so you can achieve the dreams you both desire and deserve. And now let's get into that question of, are you more religious than you think? Let's do it. Usually we think we're religious if we follow the specific actions of a prescribed religious practice. That might be going to communion, it might be praying 3 times a day. If you're a Buddhist, it might be sitting in meditation. It might be watching what you eat, not eating certain foods, or giving up certain foods at a certain time during the year. These are all very specific religious practices. And those of us who say, well, I'm not really that religious, have maybe given up or stopped or never even started doing practices like that. And we may not even see the appeal or connection to them in our lives. And so we don't think we're religious. But I want to challenge you and say, you just might be more religious than you think. Let me give you this example. Have you ever waited for a bus? Yeah, really. Have you ever waited for a bus? You're sitting there and you actually have no guarantee that that bus will ever come. Maybe you sit there every single day and the bus comes minutes after you get there because you've got it timed. But you know what they say in the financial services industry? Past performance is no guarantee of future performance. Today could be the day the bus blew a flat. It could be the day there was an accident and it just completely backed up traffic just around the corner that you can't see, but that bus may not be coming. And yet you sit there and wait. You wait because it's a religious act. You actually are at that moment believing in a power greater than yourself. The bus. You can't get yourself to work. Well, you could, it's a long walk. But the bus can. Therefore, it's more powerful than you. And so when you're sitting there in the hope that it's going to come with no real tangible guarantee, you are actually expressing a religious principle. The idea that there is something larger than ourselves that can move our lives forward. So think about that. Because the core of this idea is that we are interdependent and interconnected with forces around us. Right? What's one of the greatest examples? Well, I'm not religious, but I'm spiritual because I'm moved when I see a beautiful sunset. Or the moon, when it's full, rising over the horizon, is stunning. Or I saw the aurora borealis in Alaska, and it was one of the most amazing natural things I've ever seen. It connected me to the idea that there's a world greater than myself. That's the feeling of awe that we get from these natural phenomena. So that's a great example of one way that we can be religious in the spiritual sense without having a physical practice, without having a physical practice of that. So when we realize that we're interconnected and interdependent in ways that we don't always admit or are always aware of, we can use that for the power that that interconnection and interdependence creates. When we're feeling isolated, alone, frustrated, or discouraged, maybe that's the time when we need to get a little bit religious. We need to be aware that we have this capacity to see ourselves connected and interdependent. And we need to reach out. We need to connect in some way, call a friend, find a mentor or coach, read something inspiring, take a walk to change our mental thoughts as we change the space around us. If we reject this idea, if we don't see how we're interconnected, then we become the sole author of everything that we do and everything that we experience in our lives. And that leaves us lacking when our sole authorship isn't powerful enough to get us where we want to go. We literally paint ourselves into an egoistic corner. But if we recognize that we are more religious than we think, then we can reach out, we connect, we can get help, we can get inspiration, and we can get past whatever's slowing us down or making us stuck. And let me let you in on a little secret. It's actually kind of a big secret, that whatever we accomplish with the help of someone else or some other idea or some inspiration that came from outside of us is going to be far greater, bigger, and longer lasting than anything we could have done on our own. So yeah, maybe you are more religious than you think. Congratulations. So go ahead and check out my other videos, like this one, and if you haven't yet, go ahead and subscribe to my YouTube channel, Mark Rothman Progress Coach. Leave your comments, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. If you like this, check out some of my other videos. Follow me on Instagram at Mark Progress Coach, Facebook, Mark Rothman Progress Coach, and leave your comments. And please don't forget to subscribe. See you in the next one.